What is number 29, the Georgian Exhibition House on Fitzwilliam Street Lower? It is a representation of a middle-class Dublin home from the period of 1790 to 1820. It is run by the National Museum of Ireland and the Electric Supply Board, or ESB. The exhibition itself was born out of controversy when the ESB wanted to build its corporate headquarters on the historical grounds, leading to an infamous conservation battle. The first occupants of the house were the Beatty family. Recently widowed Mrs. Olivia Beatty moved to the house in November of 1794 with her 7 children. The Beatty family would remain in the house until 1806. While much of the fabric of the original house has not survived, great care and consideration went into the development of the exhibition. Many original patterns have been used in the creation of features such as fine wallpapers, carpets and curtains, and considerable expertise was deployed in putting together the pieces of this historical jigsaw and telling the previously untold story of middle-class home life in a key period in the history of the nation and its capital. The house has come alive again, and the building now plays a host to a wide cross-section of visitors from Ireland, Europe, America and beyond. Number 29's website gives a very in-depth architectural view of the home. It is a moderate dwelling about 3 bays wide with a frontage of 28 feet and a depth of nearly 50 feet. The external proportions of the outside of the building are based upon those of a classic column. The window height increases from the basement through to the first floor. From that point, it decreases as far as the attic story. Now, as beautiful as these houses were, those of a smaller scale in Fitzwilliam Street were more generic in character than their Merrion Square counterparts, many of which contained fine plasterwork. In Fitzwilliam Street Lower, evidence such as extensive use of generic plaster moulds in the ceilings points to houses which were built as a type. Number 29 was first used by the ESB in 1928. The board had been established the previous year and the building was then used for office purposes up until the late 1980s. It was one of 10 houses on Fitzwilliam Street Lower and on Mount Street Upper restored by the ESB in 1988. Georgian buildings typically feature symmetry on their properties. Large detached Georgian buildings tend to have the main door in the centre of the property. However, terrace properties regularly have the door to one side. Fan lights, a semicircular window with glazing bars radiating from the centre like an open fan, are common features above the doors of Georgian properties. These let light shine into the hallway. Georgian townhouses often have steps leading from the main door directly onto the footpath, and basements are often visible from street level, protected by iron railings. Another feature of Georgian properties are sash windows. They adhere to classical proportions where the height of the window is 1.6 times its width. Chimneys were often located at either end of the building, again in a symmetrical style. And finally, hipped roofs and parapets. Hipped roofs, which slope inward and upwards from all sides, are a common feature of Georgian properties. Often the roof is concealed behind an ornamental wall or parapet. This gives the feel of a cliff edge and also a rectangular look to the building, as the roof is effectively invisible from street level.